Hello everyone. Today I am having a dynamic personality of Astha Management School and the principal. Her name is Sharmila Subramanian. And hello, ma'am. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. And thanks for inviting me to Collegedunia for this interview.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for being a part of our program Thoughts on Education. So let's start our interview. And the first question is, why do you like to be in a education sector, not rather than any other sectors?
Okay. Actually, the first thing here is that I'm a trained teacher. I have undergone a lot of, so from the very beginning, I wanted to be a teacher only. I would have been either a primary teacher or a secondary teacher, but I would have been only a teacher because I was very passionate about teaching from the very childhood. So I took teachers training, I've taken in TTTs, and so I'm a trained teacher, come a trained trainer. So that's the reason I'm into teaching and training.
Oh, great, great. So, what is the key behind the successful career in this sector?
Uh, can you please repeat?
Yes, sure. What is the key behind this successful career in the particular this department, this sector?
Let me tell you that at Astha School of Management, right now I'm the principal. My area of expertise is communication and human resource management. So, if you ask me what has brought me here, I think there are two things. One is competence, definitely, because if you are not competent, you cannot come to that level. So, I think competence is very important. And the second thing is, I have labored very hard. It's not like it comes as a cake's walk. Even when you are in academics, you have to literally work very hard. So I think these are the two things which has brought me or made me successful, if you say, in this department.
Nice, nice. So, being in such a good position of a leadership, can you say something about your leadership skills?
I see myself as a democratic leader. I don't know, my colleagues may be able to tell me whether they see me as a transformational leader or they see me as an autocratic leader, but I see myself as a democratic leader because I seek everybody's opinion, and the best of everything is actually my decision. So that's the reason I see myself as a democratic leader.
Okay, nice, nice. So, what are the thoughts about Indian education systems?
Yeah, let me share with you. Yesterday, we had Biju Patnaik University of Technology had organized an excellent webinar on the road ahead when it comes to national education policy, the new education policy. So I see there are a lot of changes that are going to come in this sector. And currently, there is a lot of diverse educational systems. So it's actually a system of systems. For example, in MBA itself, in Odisha, we have the university, the PUT, which is governing the institutions, and we have MBA program, which is affiliated to the university. We also have autonomous colleges, which directly take directions from AICTE. We also have other universities, which are private universities, and they also have MBA. There are government universities, they have MBA departments, and their system of functioning is different. So overall, there are multiple MBA types or systems available. Now, this is what I call as quite diverse kind of education. And I think this new education policy will bring everything together under one umbrella, which is going to be really good. So if I have a degree from IGNOU, I'm no different from someone who is getting a degree from a regular university. So I think that will be wonderful.
Nice. So, what is the best part in your institute which is different from another institute?
Our I'd say our USP or our niche is one, that is communication lab. We have a language lab which has accent training as well. And the second one, which is really very good about our institute, we have an organizational behavior lab, which is very rare in eastern part of the country. This OB lab has the capacity to accommodate around 25 to 30 participants. It has equipment to organize focus groups, and feedback can be given based on those behavioral aspects. It has inbuilt psychometric programs that can be run, and we also do outbound programs. So I think our greatest strength is the OB lab and the communication lab. Apart from that, yes, we have entrepreneurial development cell. So I should proudly tell you that every year, at least 2 students from our college become entrepreneurs.
Oh, great.
Out of 120 students, minimum of 2 students, at least, they become entrepreneurs.
Very nice, ma'am. Very nice. So, can I say that? Can you say just something about the youth of our country?
You're very energetic. You're also part of that. So I'm telling you, you're very energetic. You are
really?
quite, yes. The youth is very assertive. I think this was what we were missing when we were young. And I find that the youth is quite assertive. They are quite inquisitive, quite experimental. These are all the positives about the youth. But when you have excess of energy, when you are actually a nuclear bomb, you need to channelize your nuclear energy. So I think that is something which we require to provide through education system. So
nice.
Yes.
Exactly. So, which key change you have done in your institute, and what do you think? What will be the next challenges for your institutes?
The next challenge, you also know very well, is this. Had we stayed in a normal environment, you could have come down to the college, visited the college, and maybe we could have a face-to-face an interview. But unfortunately, because of the situation, we are apart, but still we are not apart that way. So this is one of the greatest challenges, which we have combated to some extent during these 6 months. But I think a lot more needs to be done. A lot more needs to be thought about, the infrastructure, the connectivity, the technology. So everything has to be revisited. So this is one challenge. And the second challenge is, I want that the 2 students every year, it should at least become 10 students every year. Because creating, yes. We want to create more job providers rather than job seekers.
Yes, exactly.
That will help the country a lot, in fact. So I think that's another challenge, and it comes from how you train the students. So you need to build that attitude, that risk-taking attitude. No, I can also do something all by myself. So that's very important. So as of now, I see these 2 as the challenge.
Nice. So, which thing do you do to make a healthy relationship with your teammates or with your colleagues?
I think this question you should ask my teammates.
But at least you know your skills.
No, I'm very transparent in my communication. I don't hide things. Except of course, being in a position, we have confidential information which we need to keep confidential. So minus that, my process of decision making is very transparent. So I think that's how I maintain relation with my teammates.